Have you ever stared up at the Milky Way and just seen, a beautiful smear of stars? Well, today we're going to look at it from a totally different angle, one drawn straight from the book Zazen. We're diving into a cosmic map where our galaxy is actually a sacred mountain. And we're going to take a trip to the first two levels of the heavens that exist there, the heavens of the four Deva kings and Trayastrimsa heaven. Right off the bat, the author lays down a pretty unique ground rule for this journey. This is basically an invitation to just listen, to put our usual scientific thinking aside for a moment and step into a whole different way of seeing the universe, just with an open and curious mind. So, here it is. This is the big, incredible idea that's at the heart of everything we're talking about today. What if our galaxy, the one we live in, isn't just a flat spiral of stars, but a massive, sacred mountain? A cosmic structure that's home to all these different realms of existence just waiting to be explored. Okay, so to find our way around this incredible landscape, we're gonna need a map. So let's start by laying out the basic geography of this cosmic world. At the absolute center of this whole structure is the magnificent Mount Sumeru. You can think of it like the axis of the world, a cosmic pillar that connects everything, the heavens, the earth, with all of existence just revolving around it. And this is where things get really mind-bending. The author makes this incredible connection. Our very own Milky Way galaxy is Mount Sumeru. So that swirl of stars we see at night is actually being re-envisioned here as a vast mountain bulging right at its center. This map really shows us how it all fits together. The black hole at the center of our galaxy, that's the very peak of the mountain. The bright inner third of the galaxy is a higher heaven, and the outer two-thirds make up a lower one. And us, humanity? Well, we're located way out on the most remote, outermost fringes of it all. So now that we have the map, let's talk about scale. Because really, understanding the sheer size of this cosmos is what completely flips our perspective on our own existence. This quote, it really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? From the viewpoint of the beings in these higher realms, our entire world, our lives, everything we think is so important, it's all incredibly small and over in a flash. And this just brilliantly illustrates that point. Seriously, just imagine holding the entire Earth in the palm of your hand like a ping pong ball. That is the kind of difference in scale we are talking about between our world and the realms that are just one level above us on this cosmic mountain. All right, let's start our climb. Our first stop is at the base of this cosmic mountain in the huge celestial realm of the four Deva kings. So this first heaven isn't just one single place. It's actually four different regions, and each one is governed by a Deva king, a celestial ruler. According to the text, our world is under the watch of the southern Deva king, whose realm is apparently all decked out in blue. But then over to the east, there's a whole other realm ruled by a king who's more into pink, and the beings there are taller and live way longer than we do. So why is our sky blue? Well, the text has an answer that has absolutely nothing to do with physics. It says our sky is blue because the southern Deva king decorates his celestial palace with sapphires. The author even pushes back on the scientific explanation, using this alternate logic to really ground us in the reality of this cosmic map. Okay, continuing our journey up, we get to the inner part of the galaxy, the very peak of Mount Sumeru. This is Trayastrimsa heaven. To get a handle on this next realm, you just need to remember one number, 33. See, this isn't a single giant heaven. It's more like a grand celestial confederation made up of 33 different domains, all organized around one central point. And here's the layout. Right in the very center, you have the chief god, Indra, living in his magnificent palace. And all around him are 32 other regions, each with its own king. You put them all together, and you get the 33 heavens of Trayastrimsa. So, as we get ready to come down from our quick tour of the heavens, let's just take a moment to reflect on what we've seen and think about the deeper purpose behind this incredible cosmic map. So we started by completely reimagining our Milky Way as this great Mount Sumeru, with our little human world tucked away on its most distant edges. From there, we climbed up through the realms of the four Deva kings, all the way to the 33 heavens at the peak. The big takeaway here is that what we perceive as reality is just a tiny, tiny fraction of a much larger and way grander cosmic structure. But Why is this cosmic map even shared? The text tells us it's all about building confidence. It's to show that even the smallest positive things we do here on Earth can have huge positive ripple effects throughout this vast cosmic structure, leading to rewards far beyond anything we can imagine. And that really brings us to a final, pretty awe-inspiring thought. We've only just explored the first two levels of this cosmic mountain. The source hints that there are even higher celestial realms layered on top of these, each with its own unbelievable rewards. It just leaves you with this sense of wonder and a really tantalizing question. What else is waiting for us further on up the mountain?